Hey, what's up, peeps? I haven't done one of these kinds of update slash vlog videos in some time. Unfortunately, this is just going to be audio uh, for this recording, since I don't quite have a camera set up here at the moment, and I kind of can't be bothered to right now, so you have to bear with. Um, so I've been meaning to make this for a time. It's just I've been pretty busy as of late between working and looking after the family, mostly my son, since he's recently turned a whole year old now. It's Can't believe it's already been over a year since we've had him. It's crazy, but a lot of stuff happens, and time flies, and before you know it, it's been a year, going on 2 years. So wow. Um, so yeah, this is also, just bear in mind, this is going to be a little bit. This is going to be pretty much off the top of my head. I don't really have much of a, you know, script or anything. I just have to bear with as I try not to ramble too much, but I make no promises. So let's see. I suppose what we should start with is, as far as projects go. You've probably noticed I've done a little bit more mini dub projects as of late, like the 1 Minute Melee fandubs, which, by the way, I hope you've been enjoying those as much fun as it's been for me trying to do certain episodes. I've been getting requests now and then of which ones to do next, which is always nice. I always appreciate that. Um, on about 1 Minute Melee voice projects, I've actually got another one in the works right now. I'm doing I believe it was Yang from Ruby versus Bakugo, but I think there's another name it goes by. I can't quite recall off the top of my head, from My Hero Academia. Don't know a lot about that anime. Well, I know very little about it. I've seen maybe one episode and a half or so. I know a friend of mine's been after me trying to see some more of it. I really need to sit down and watch some more of it. Do like a binge run or something at some point, just to get a fully better understanding of it. But from what they've been telling me, how awesome that show is. So, but yeah, I got this. I've got the Yang and Bakugo fan dub in the works at the moment. Right now. I'm just waiting on some lines to come back for one of the characters, and then I'll try to get that edited, and I'll have that up soon for you guys. Um, Also, on about voice projects, on another note, I am also in the process of working on the next part of the Phoenix Wright fan dub. Yeah, I haven't forgotten. I hadn't forgotten about the Birds to Turnabout fan dub. I know it's been a long time in the making, and we're only about what, almost halfway through the case now, and it's been what, almost, God, 6 years, going on 7 since I started working on this thing, since the first part came out. Oh my God, why has it been taking so long? Well, you may be asking that, why has it been taking so long? I mean, in all honesty, this is something I really should have had this wrapped up a while ago. I really should have. It's just that too many things got in the way. Too many factors between dealing with real life stuff and getting sidetracked with other things, and it's just so many things that put this on the back burner. Technical issues, trying to get some edits done when it's not want to be cooperative, and such. It's been mad crazy. Like, for example, for this, the only reason I'm actually going through with this part right now is because, even though even though I normally make my own footage, ever since I've done a lot of moving around, done a straightening up around the place, I've had to move some furniture, move my equipment and everything up here around. I haven't quite got a full setup going yet. I still need to do a little bit more rearranging get things put back into place. I don't quite have a capture card going at the moment, so I can't quite do my own capturing footage. The only kind of recordings I could do is something straight off my PC, like if it was a screen capture or something like that. Fair enough, but anything other than that, as far as console gaming, kind of can't do it at the moment. Thankfully, though, a guy on YouTube, what's his name, Z Slider, does playthroughs and stuff of Phoenix Wright games and some other such. Um, he was nice enough to let me use his footage, and from what I've seen in the upcoming parts, the everything seems pretty good. It doesn't. I don't think there's not really as much filler to it, which I can always edit that out if need be, as long as I get it go straight to the point from plot to plot from start to finish. That's kind of the main point of why I'm trying to keep things on point as far as the dubbing goes. Leave out the filler, just stick to what needs to be done, what needs to be said, and so forth. Which, from what I've seen so far, it seems to be just that. I've had to cut very little bit out of the footage that has been made available to me. As far as the progress of that's going, I normally how I did things before is when I was making my footage, I would go through and first mute everything, and then go through the process of throwing in any if there was any other different tracks I'd want to use, like I did for the past couple parts. I decided to use more uh, uh, Ace Attorney or Ace Investigations. In other words, the Miles Edgeworth game, since for the last two parts, I know Miles Edgeworth was the one that was taking over the case. So I figured it'd be kind of cool if I used some of his soundtracks from his games for a change, and it turned out to work pretty good. It came out pretty awesome in the end. Um, so I'd throw that in there as well as other sound effects as far as trying to sync it together just right, which I'm pretty good with that. It's tedious, but when you persevere through it enough, when it comes to editing, and it comes out good, it's all worth it in the end. So normally I do all that first and then throw in the lines at the end. But now, to try to keep in sync with the pacing, I got to go in reverse. I just found this out the other night, in fact, when I was working on this, and I actually have to put in the lines first. It's like, well, mute the footage still, yeah. Mute the footage, put the lines in first, then go back and throw in the sound effects and music. When I had this realization, I'm like, oh wow, and I've got all these other lines I've got to get. I thought I could save that for last, but no, I can't. Because if I'm going to fit those in, I might have to either slow down or speed up. Probably more slow down certain footage to try to fit it all in than anything else. Because I can't expect the cast that's voicing to go at a fast pace. Um, because I always encourage them, just go at your own pace. I'll fit it in. So it doesn't sound so sped up, so rushed. Because I ran into this issue in a past voicing project. But we won't get into that. So yeah, it's ongoing. I'm hoping sometime within later on this month, I'll have some more progress done with that. Maybe I'll be done by the time March rolls around. I'm only guesstimating at this point. We'll have part 5 up and going. I've unfortunately had to do some recasting, since certain people I've had with me before in past episodes do certain roles are now no longer available, at least at this point in time. I've had to make some changes. Um, which it's all right. I've got some surprises in store for you. I've even got someone. I'll give you an example. I've even got somebody. I've had to replace uh, the role for Pearls. I've actually got somebody that's within that age range Surprise, surprise. So you'll just have to wait and see how that comes out. I think you might look forward to that. Oh, there's my phone. So yeah, as far as that project's going, I know if you guys have been wanting to see more, I hope to have that done sometime pretty soon. We'll have part 5, and then we'll see what we can do about the next following parts. I would still like to see this through to the end. I know by the time the next trial comes around, it's gonna be mad, mad crazy. So we'll see once we get to that point. Um, let's see. There's something else I might want to mention about as far as the voice thing goes, but we'll come back to that later. Let's switch to gaming vids for the moment. So a little bit of stuff I wanted to cover on also on this update. Um, as far as streaming goes, first off, I'll try to stream when I can, off and on. I've been able to stream when I had some free time, especially if me and Amy both are able to do a session through Twitch, since we now have another means of uh, doing through streaming through a certain new console that we had recently come to acquire, a a PS4, if you will, since it has its own direct streaming. Um, we were planning on doing some more, either more Crash or more Kingdom Hearts. I'd like to go back to do Kingdom Hearts because we do have story so far. I want both me and her to see through those games to the end. Um, since the story so far pretty much covers between 2 discs, the story of as far as what you need to know between all the games from the very first one up to the very last one before 3, before we start even consider getting a copy of 3, and then we'll see about maybe playing some of that as well. I've been hearing a lot of good things about it. I've been avoiding streams, recordings, and stuff as much as I could like to play, because I know Sky has been streaming it. Everybody I know of on YouTube has been streaming the living crap out of it, and it's just oh, the temptation is so there. I want to play it, I really do, but I don't want to spoil myself. I'm trying. I'm really trying here. So if you want to see some of that, yeah, we'll see as the months go on. Whenever we manage to finally acquire 3, since it's about time they got that out. Um, I'm really looking forward to that. Um, but as far as streaming in general goes, I'll try to do it. I don't have a set schedule. I can't do it a set schedule because sometimes it's either I'm working or my wife's working, and one of us has to watch after little Ben. So we can never pinpoint a set time. We can only stream whenever we have the free time. So whenever we decide to go live, you just have to keep an eye out on social media. Um, as far as gaming vids in general for my channel, I know I've been doing a lot of mobile gaming vids and stuff lately. I don't know. Some of y'all may have liked it. Others may feel a little bit turned off. I don't know. Actually, I'm not really sure because I haven't been getting since I've been doing certain games, certain mobile games, I haven't been getting a lot of feedback on it. So I don't know whether I should do, if you want to see more of that, if you want me to see more, I don't know, retro style gaming and such. I wish I could do, like I said, I wish I could do more the modern console gaming and such. But again, I don't have a capture device for stuff like PS3, 360, and such. So I'm kind of limited at the moment. But but if I'm kind of going, I'm kind of gonna stop. Probably hold off on doing. I've been doing some music swapping from Record Keeper, but I'm probably gonna take another break from that. I'm kind of feeling a little burnt out for it at the moment. Um, but as far as other mobile games go, I mean, I've had some fun ones, but I know there's also some crappy ones. But if there's any that you'd like for me to check out, please, by all means, throw some suggestions in the comments, and then I'll have a look see and see if it's maybe video worthy. I know I've been doing a lot of on the side when I could. I've been doing some mobile gaming. One of the biggest reasons is because I've been messing around with this app called Misplay, which basically it's one of those apps where if you play it enough, you get points. You can turn around and use it to get gift cards. So it's like you pay, you play, you earn, you play as you earn and such. And it's actually been working out for me pretty well. Probably better than other apps I've messed with in the past. This one's actually been the most legit, straightforward, and even the customer service support, if there's any problems coming, has been real helpful. They've actually been good at getting back with you on issues, unlike other apps, which we won't go into that. If you're interested in trying it out, let me know and I'll possibly see about sending a friend invite code so you can get in on the action. Um, Now that said, as far as retro gaming goes, I've been having some thoughts about bringing back Arcade Corner, my second channel. I know I haven't touched it in quite some time. I think the last game I did with that was Mega Man Power Fighters. Yeah, I think that was the last game I did. Now another thought about how I wanted to continue come back doing videos for that. I don't know whether I should just stream some of those for you guys or go back to doing my usual method. I think for the mini episodes or the quickies as I would call it, Arcade Corner quickies, I might still do a quick recording and just to give a brief synopsis of some of those. But for the ones that I actually play through from start to finish, I've been thinking about just streaming that and then just use that for an episode instead of the old method. But if it's something you might prefer, you probably wouldn't care. Um, so if I decide to bring that back, I might start with Mega Man Power, the second Mega Man arcade game, and then go from there. If you guys have any games you like for me to arcade stuff you like for me to check out, please by all means let me know. I will put links to both channels. Actually, I'm gonna provide links in the description below, so be sure to check them out at your leisure. Um, let's see. What else was I gonna cover? Oh yeah, the I don't know if any of you have mentioned. I don't know if any of you noticed, but I know I should probably have brought this up a while back. Originally, I was planning on this as far as another dubbing project goes. I was thinking about doing a dubbing of the Super Mario Brothers Z episode, the remake, the reboot, a remake that Alvin Earthworm had done. And I was originally going to do that, but then of course a lot happened and it got put on the back burner between you know dealing with a rough pregnancy with the wife and then having Benjamin and just pretty much being a father and had to be a father first before a YouTuber second and stuff like that. So it kind of got on the wayside, even though I had people announce that they were going to do certain roles. So I recently came across, actually, this was sent to me by Neon Sun, and I am grateful to him for showing this to me because when I saw this sprite animation, um, I was actually rather very impressed. I was kind of blown away. Um, if you guys recall the current Dragon Ball series that's been going on, the Dragon Ball Super, I believe it was called. Well, someone thought it would be a good idea to do a Super Mario Brothers Super. Uh, I think that's how you said new Super Mario Brothers Super. Yeah, or Super Mario S, however you want to call it, which is, as you would probably think, it's a bit of retelling, but in a different way. There was some slight changes in it about how the series between combining with Mario and Sonic, and I think they might have some other Nintendo characters involved in the mix as well. Um, Still dealing with Mecha Sonic and all that such. But like I said, it's being told slightly different, but the plot's still there. But the action and everything was well done. So I got this crazy thought. Would you like, instead of the reboot of Z, since technically somebody else kind of beat me to the punch this time, um, I am, of course, referring to the Kirai, I think it was Kirai Kai Dubs, because he kind of did one himself. And I got to say, I was rather impressed. I was rather impressed with his fandom project of the SMBZ reboot. So I'm thinking, instead of doing my own version of it, would you guys rather like to see a fandubbing of the Super Mario Brothers Super episode instead? That I really need to hear from you guys. If you like to see that, or if you'd rather I go back to SMBZ, please let me know, and I will consider things later on when I'm able to fit the time to work on that some more after catching up with the other project dubs I'm working on. So yeah, please by all means let me know. I'd really appreciate it. Um, okay. Oh wow, it's been about almost 22 minutes. Holy crap! And it is about 2 in the morning. I gotta go to bed in a few minutes. I gotta stop this and go to bed. Okay, so a couple more things and I'll wrap this little update up. Sorry if I'm rambling on too much. I was thinking on the side. I was also thinking about doing some kind of crazy spicy hot challenge type of thing, but I might do it a different way, like some of the other um, other people on YouTube might have done it. I was thinking about doing one where I have something spicy and then try to hold the spice in while I beat like a quick game or something. Um, just something for fun on the side to see if I can do it. Yeah, crazy thought, I know, but if that's something you might be interested in, let me know and I'll see what I can do. I just have to get the right kind of pepper. I was thinking about being nothing too major, like maybe like a quick round of Super Mario Brothers or something. If I can try to beat as fast as I can before I cave in and have to get the milk, if I can pass the challenge, and then maybe I could do it with some other games. I don't know. It's just something in my head. Other than that, uh, I think that's about it. I can't really think of anything else off the top of my head that I wanted to update you guys on because I know it's been too long since I did an update video, and I've been meaning to get this out and let you know what's going on with the channel. Um, just to try to keep things going. I mean, I'll post content when I can. Overall, that's all I can say. Because since I'm trying to juggle between this and my and my scheduling, my real life stuff and whatnot. Um, what I'm also going to put in the description, I know I've been pondering this for a little while, but I noticed many other people have been sharing links as well from their videos. I was like, you know what? I might as well go ahead and do the same. So I'm gonna link if any of you guys use Discord and would like to use that, if anything, to help keep up with updates. Since I know YouTube's little algorithm thing or system or whatever has been kind of finicky. Because that's another thing. I'm not so sure that with the videos and stuff I put up, I don't know if you guys are actually getting notifications from me anymore. For those that still follow me. So if you don't use Twitter, and I don't use a lot of other social media like Facebook, I keep completely separate from everything else. Um, but other than that, I don't really use a lot of other social media. I don't have Instagram. I don't have Tumblr. God, I'm not going near Tumblr. Sorry. And other things like that. So I figured if you guys also, if YouTube's being finicky and you don't do Twitter, the only other option I can suggest to you right now, if you want to keep up with what I'm putting up and stuff, and maybe with streaming and whatnot when I go live, uh, come join my Discord. I'll put up a link, and you can come join the Silver Noah. Yes, I know it's silly. I know it's another Ark reference, but that's what the name of my server is. I call it Silver Noah. So join me on there. I've just added some channels there. You can come talk gaming, anime, and stuff like that. Of course, try to keep it clean. Um, nothing too crazy. That sort of thing. So yeah, that's gonna do it then for this update. And I shall see you guys in another video or another stream somewhere down the line. So until then, I'm Mark Ladd. Thanks for listening to this long vlog of mine. If you made it this far, congrats. And as always, keep on gaming. Have a good night, everybody. I'm going to bed. See ya.